Imagine that you could secure all your passphrases from all the different chains, have one ID for all your accounts, and help the environment while doing it. Well, let me tell you, today we are talking about Vendible on today's Frugal VC. What is up, guys? Welcome back to Frugal VC. Today we are talking about Vendible, a project that I want to dive into today on today's channel. This is an Algorand project, but it's all about having one ID for all your accounts that is secure, that's encrypted, and that is safe, as well as having basically a repository to recover all your passwords. It's a really interesting concept. It hasn't quite, I don't think it's quite launched yet, but it's so interesting. There's aspects of it that have launched. So I want to dive into that because, and there's a specific way I'm going to do that too. So we're going to look at, we're just going to dive into a Twitter thread that they released where they, I think, laid it out really, really well. I rarely see it laid out that well where I wouldn't want to reword it myself. And then I'm going to give you kind of my thoughts on this going forward. So before we do that, if you wouldn't mind hitting that subscribe button as well as hitting the like button as well, shows it to other people. And as you know, we do the experiment. We put a little money into these projects, so try them out, and then we let you know how it goes. That's most of what we do on the channel. We are expanding from Algorand. We're also doing HBAR, Near, and whatever else we can find. There's a lot of coins that I'm gathering in the bear market. For the bull market, I might get cut short since things are starting to take off, but maybe it's a temporary thing. Always hard to say whenever you have a prediction on Bitcoin and crypto, usually something happens to throw a wrench in that. So you just have to be prepared. Anyway, let's dive in because like I said, they laid out the Twitter thread so well that I didn't think I could really improve on it. Okay, for those new to Vendible, which is going to be most people, let's be honest. Here's a brief overview. We have been researching the blocks to adoption and self-custody for years. Our cross-chain identity network unlocks DeFi for all, solving for identity, privacy, custody, and user-owned data. That's a good point, because frankly, I will tell you, I've worked with people who aren't crypto savvy, and the simple act of creating a wallet and even just understanding how the passphrases works, it's not easy. They don't necessarily take to it really quick. Each member of our network is unique. No one can have two accounts, and your data is encrypted, protected, seen only by you. We use zero knowledge tech with advanced end-to-end encryption into distributed data storage, all managed by decentralized identifiers. Your main identities account generates associated accounts with zero knowledge circuits, so you can see all of your connected accounts on all major chains, but no one else can see these links. This is gonna make sense. At first, it's a little confusing, but it will make sense. Also ensures that all the accounts are recoverable from the main. We generate the main account in a process we call UID, unique identification, and ensures that there is trust, knowing that bots and duplicate accounts are not possible. Biometrics plus an identity vault keep all your keys safe, data safe, and secure without custodians. So this is solving the problem of trying to keep track of all your keys, which can be really challenging. And I had someone write down their passphrase on a Post-it note when I was working. I said, you keep that somewhere really, really safe because you cannot get in without that. And then they were writing it down in a weird order, and I don't know why they did that. So they went back and numbered it. It was very strange. If you lose access to your devices and seed phrases, no worry, you can go back through UID, where you are recognized as unique, and you unlock your main account through information you placed in your identity vault. No one else can unlock. Yeah, exactly what you want to be able to do. I can tell you I've had that happen to me with my iPhone and my Coinbase wallet. I didn't have it saved elsewhere, and there wasn't much on it, but I can't really use it now. Same problem with Apple ID. I tell you, is incredibly frustrating. Actually, I'm using like a secondary Apple ID that I had. I cannot get the original one back. It was just a crazy mess of bureaucratic nonsense. This is part of cryptographic sequence. We have termed the sovereign system. Basically, they unlock the main account with any third party accessing your data. So the first product, Trustable, allows anyone to secure their private keys from loss. So they have more than one product, by the way. Secure their private keys from loss across the major blockchains. So you don't have to change anything you do. Keep using the same wallets and applications. We offer peace of mind. And you can see there, it's like, yeah, this, all kind of in one spot. That's a pretty cool setup there. We're also working with many partners who can create our services. Our broad identity and wallet infrastructure helps dApps find solutions to longstanding problems, such as keeping, wallets can ensure assets are protected from loss and automate new counter generation. Again, that's a really big deal because just having that automated will be a huge step. Marketplaces can ensure individual can only get one mint in a new release. So even if you try with multiple wallets, you can only get one per customer. Helps make that a lot easier. You can ensure that banned creators not come back with a new account. Creators who didn't want to reveal their identity can stake their identity, agreeing to release if they rug pull or leave a project so that a marketplace or DAO can follow up. So this is solving what Sid Trust was supposed to do, and kind of all in a package with a bunch of other stuff. That could be trouble for Sid Trust because this will just make it that much. It'll just be one little feature in this thing instead of a whole new platform that you have to work with. We can act as an issuer of unique identity, which is much more secure on an other self-sovereign identity or DID project, portable anonymous KYC. Users can disclose data if necessary to comply with KYC, but only if they agree first. Here we go. Gaming companies and DEXs and platforms can eliminate bots from their platforms. I'll tell you that's huge because bot management is very tough. Townstar was struggling with that. I know Splinterlands, I think, kind of just gave up. It's like actually, I played recently and it didn't seem like there was as many bot accounts from what I could tell. It's always hard to tell for sure. Basically a trust layer for the new internet. Developers can create custom authentication filters to ensure only those they want in an application can enter. Yeah, there's a bunch of stuff on there. So they have a Venn token, because of course you have to have a token. It's supposed to measure each member's network usage, govern the network, reward those who participate. Yeah. It seems like a thing that doesn't necessarily need a token, to be honest. But I know tokens and NFTs, which they also have, which are called Ival City, because you know what, you have to fund this stuff, and it's a good way to fund your projects. Ival City are part of the participation reward model and driver for daily active use, so we can promote those who build with Vendible. Core supporters will promote our solutions and help build our products and services alongside of Vendible. We reward everyone who is part of our network, and the Venn stakers get a large bonus. Think BTC, ETH, and Matic, which is pretty cool if you really get rewards in those coins. Ival City holders or Ivalers get the greatest utility and benefits of all. So each one will get you bonus Vend, 70 free lifetime protection accounts in Trustable, which you can give away or sell. That's pretty interesting. Lifetime account value at least $100. A personal profile picture with each Ival City, and you get rarer ones as you merge NFTs together. So they want you to buy multiples. One plot of land in our ecosystem, which is fixed because 1-to-1 plots of land. 16,000 NFTs. So each NFT has a corresponding. So is that the profile picture? I mean, nice picture, I guess. I don't know that I want that to be my profile picture. Each Ival City NFT is created to have some exact value. It doesn't matter which client chain they mint. Plots of land combined together cross-generates greater levels of rewards. Now, the premise of here, this is really interesting, is that the city is covered in air pollution and smog, and you have to work together to move and merge land to help organize the city and clean air. As NFTs merge to higher levels, you see less smog and more of the city. And a portion of the sales goes to clean air initiatives. Remember, I was talking about the environmental aspect of this. Well, they're going to clean air. If you buy these NFTs, part of it goes to kind of cleaning up the ecosystem a little bit there. We build infrastructure so everyone can join us in Web3. We're looking for those who want to help others own their data and assets without custodians. We reward support by sharing revenue freely with members, whether you stake, hold Ival City, or simply join the network. So where's this project at right now? Well, currently you can buy the NFTs. We'll take a look at that in a second. Testnet registration is open if you want to get in on the testnet for Trustable. I've put in my bid because, as you know, we do the experiment on this channel. And that's where we're at so far. And we will be testing that out. In the meantime, let's take a look at the NFTs. So here you can see we have them on Rand Gallery. There is series 1, 2, and 3. Floor price for 2 and 3 is $250, 333 algo for series 1. And they're selling for a lot more than they used to. Minted 1,000. So that's it. That's where it is. You can get that. You can get that NFT. They also offer it on OpenSea, on other blockchains. So that is also a possibility if you're interested in doing that, I'm mostly talking about Algorand here, so we're going to stick with the Algorand one. But that's series 1. 2 is a little bit less expensive. There's 3,000 of these minted, so that's so yeah, I might have to pick up one of these because I do think it's pretty interested. Yeah, related NFTs. It just shows the other ones. But that's your Ibel City NFTs. So the reason I wanted to highlight this project is because I think it does solve a huge problem in the ecosystem. And I really like when a company can say, here's the problem and here's how we're solving it, and have a real problem that's an issue for people. Because I will tell you, like I said earlier, in terms of adoption, there's a lot of people who are just not comfortable with how crypto works right now. And it's just I mean, you really have to sit down and walk them through it. And I keep thinking, I kept thinking the last time I did this, I kept thinking, how am I going to show this person all the things that they can do? And like, am I going to have to meet with them individually each time to do this? Now, it's a friend, so I don't mind, but I can't do that for everybody, right? There's a lot to do in this space. There's a lot of things you can do. So like, I think if I find like 1 or 2 things, like she was interested in Lofty, so we'll do that. That will make it easier. But if there's a way where the wallet creation kind of happens in the background and you just sort of sign up and you're good to go. And I think this could be a very important thing. So I want to give the caveat that, like I said, this isn't testnet yet. So it's not out. The project is not available. So be careful of that. If you're going to buy these tokens or buy the NFTs, keep that in mind. There's rewards for greater risk when you do things earlier on like this. And the risk is maybe the project never happens. I don't know. They've put themselves out there publicly. They've been on other channels, the founders. So that makes it less likely that the rug pull, but not impossible. And we haven't had a ton of rug pulls. We have had some, but I think Algorand has been pretty good in terms of number of rug pulls compared to other chains. I don't have any data to back that up though, so fair enough. Keep that with a grain of salt, but I just haven't seen like a ton of them. Anarand is the one that really comes to mind. Yieldly is more of a failed project, not necessarily a rug pull. So yeah, there's always that risk. So just keep that in mind. So be safe. If you do this, think of it as speculation and something that could disappear or could, you could be early on something that's a big deal. But overall, very excited about this project. I think this would be a good thing, not just for Algorand, but for all the chains. It solves a real problem. Again, always something I'm really like to see. And good luck to these guys. I hope we're going to keep following it. I hope it turns out well. I will let you know how the testnet goes once that is live and I'm invited. So other than that, guys, stay safe out there. Remember, not your keys, not your crypto. Remember to get your stuff off exchanges as much as possible. I do have a link below for Ledger if you're interested in getting a Ledger account. You can sign up through my link, and I don't know if you get anything or not, but I hear nothing but good things about Ledger. So anyway, guys, keep it real out there, and we will see you in the future.